lot of technical stuff here. Arjuna picked up those key terms from the 29th and 30th verses, and he asks a list of questions, and Krishna gives the answer. So what is the Brahman that we're talking about? That is the Jiva itself, and the nature of that Jiva is Adhyatma, right? And the what is karma? Karma means the actions that are leading to one's subsequent material bodies. And what is Adi Bhuta? That is a material manifestation, the physical nature. Then there is Adi Daiva. Those are the demigods, the universal form, right? So we understood all these three levels on the left side. We understood that with the little extra analysis that we did in this chapter, that there are these three levels of realities. There's a physical level, there's a metaphysical level, and there's a spiritual level. The physical level are all these material elements. At a metaphysical, quantum, psychic levels, these are all the demigods, and you know, and the net accumulated form of the demigods is this universal form, the Adi Deva, which we're going to talk about in the 11th chapter. And then there's the Adhyatma reality, which is a spiritual reality. That is a level at which Krishna is operating, right? And then while these terms are there, the whole point is you're trying to harmonize all these three levels and rise beyond them to attain a spiritual state. So knowing this Adi Yajna, the super soul is present in the heart, and he is the monitor, he is the governor of all the sacrifices, all the actions that we are performing. He is there as a witness and as a judge, noting things down. Okay, now this person is qualified for liberation. So how do I do that? So this knowing the Adi Yajna, time of death, happens if I'm able to remember Krishna all my life, because life is a preparation and death is an ultimate test. So therefore, one's consciousness at the time of death has to be supremely pure, or one's consciousness at the time of the death should be supremely Krishna conscious, right? And how do I do that? Our same old formula: always think of Krishna, carry out your prescribed duties, and dedicate your actions, mind, and intention, right? So the purpose, make your purpose of activities as Krishna. Then the death itself becomes a yajna. What is that yajna of death? In the fire of Krishna, I am offering my remembrance. I'm investing my consciousness in that, and the result is I attain a spiritual state. I attain the supreme. Then the process of attaining the supreme we saw in the previous chapter through method of conviction. In this chapter we saw about through meditation and devotion, the process of meditation, how to meditate on the Lord. We discussed that in the 9th chapter. And the process of meditation, the Shat Chakra Yoga, we spoke of how an Ashtanga yogi leaves one's body. However, the same spiritual state can also be attained through constant engagement devotional activities. Krishna talks about that in text 14 and 15. Especially uses the word Ananya Bhakti, or this exclusive devotion, right, or unalloyed devotion. Then the description of that spiritual state, the comparison between material and spiritual world is given. Material world is temporary, spiritual world is eternal. Material world is made of matter, this is spiritual, it is transcendental, right? There's repeated birth and death in material world. There one never has to take birth again. The material world is going through its cycles of creation and destruction. Here it maintains itself as this eternal unmanifest reality, unmanifested to our mortal material vision. So how do I attain that eternal abode? Through unalloyed exclusive devotional service. And there are some rules of death that a jnani and a dhyani has to follow. However, for somebody who's fixed in this integrated yoga, somebody who's fixed in this devotional process, right, one attains that supreme eternal abode, because they surpass the benefits that come. This integrated yoga is such a powerful method that one surpasses the result of all the methodologies of Veda, Yajna, Tapas, and all that. That is the supremacy of this process of exclusive devotional service. All right. So with this, we'll end the discussion here.